Since now it is 10:30, you can start the proceedings. Boardroom, you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear us?
Yes, yes, we can.
So, can I start the proceedings?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good morning, everyone. I'm Keval Handa, Independent Director of Borosil Limited, and appointed as Chairman of the meeting, pursuant to the order of the Honorable National Company Law Tribunal, Mumbai Bench. It is 10:30 a.m. and time to start the meeting. I'm informed that the requisite quorum is present, and therefore I can call the meeting to order. Am I right? The quorum is there?
Yes.
I welcome you all to this meeting of equity shareholders of Borosil Limited, convened as per the direction of Honorable Tribunal. I hope that you and your family are safe and fine. The meeting is held through VC, and the company has taken all feasible steps to ensure that the shareholders are provided an opportunity to participate in this meeting and vote. I'm pleased to introduce you the board of directors of the company. Mr. P.K. Keruka, Non-Executive Director, Chairman of the company. Mr. Shrivar Keruka, Managing Director and CEO. Mr. Rajesh Kumar Chaudhary, Full-Time Director. Mr. Anupa Sani, Independent Director and Chairperson of Audit Committee. Mr. Kanwar Singh Anand, Independent Director and Chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee. They are all present here in the meeting. Mr. Anand Sultania, Chief Financial Officer. Ashu Agarwal, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, the representative of our statutory auditors and secretarial auditors, and other senior management team of the company are also present in this meeting. Notice dated January 4, 2023, convening this meeting along with the relevant documents required to be annexed thereto was sent electronically to the shareholders of the company, whose email addresses were registered with the company depositories. For other shareholders, the notice was put on company's website as well as on the website of the stock exchanges. With your kind permission, I shall take the notice as read. Documents for inspection, as defined in the notice of meeting, are available on the company's website. The meeting has been convened for seeking equity shareholders' approval for the proposed composite scheme of arrangement amongst Borosil Limited and Classpack Limited and Borosil Technologies Limited. Classpack Limited and Borosil Technologies Limited are subsidiaries of the company. Classpack Limited is engaged in manufacturing and supply of pharmaceutical vials and ampoules to the pharmaceutical industry. And Borosil Technologies Limited is engaged in the manufacturing of scientific instruments, and the company is engaged in the business of manufacturing and trading of scientific and industrial products and consumer products. The business of Classpack Limited and Borosil Technologies Limited are related to the scientific and industrial products of the company. The scheme has been sent to the equity shareholders as part of the notice. Mainly provides for a reduction and reorganization of share capital of Classpack Limited, the demerger of scientific and industrial product business from the company into Classpack Limited on a going concern basis. Consequent issue of shares by Classpack Limited in the ratio of 3 fully paid up equity shares of Classpack Limited for every 4 fully paid up equity shares of the company, and reduction and cancellation of the existing paid up share capital of Classpack Limited held by the company. The amalgamation of Borosil Technologies Limited with Classpack Limited. No equity shares will be issued by Classpack Limited as a consideration of the said amalgamation, as Borosil Technologies Limited will become a subsidiary of Classpack Limited upon demerger. After approval of the scheme by Honorable Tribunal, Classpack Limited will apply for listing of equity shares on the stock exchanges. Now I would like to draw your attention to the rationale of the scheme, namely, Given its diversified businesses, it has become imperative for the company to reorient and reorganize itself in a manner that allows imparting greater focus on each of the businesses. With this repositioning, the company is desirous of enhancing its operational efficiency while it continues with its consumer product businesses. The proposed demerger pursuant to the scheme is expected inter alia to result its benefits, namely very unlocking of scientific and industrial product business with the ability to achieve valuation based on respective risk return profile and cash flows. Attracting business specific investors and potential strategic partners and providing better flexibility in accessing capital, focused strategy, and specialization for sustained growth, and thereby enable to deleverage of the respective businesses in the long term. Segregation and unbounding of the scientific and industrial products business of the company into Classpack Limited will enable enhanced focus of the company and Classpack Limited for exploring opportunities in their respective business domains. And focused management approach for pursuing the growth and respective business verticals de-risk the business from each other. As part of the restructuring exercise, it is proposed to consolidate the resources of Borosil Technologies with Classpack Limited. The said amalgamation will result in benefits, namely streamline the corporate structure and consolidation of resources within the Classpack Limited, leading to greater synergies and operational synergy. Opportunities for employees of Borosil Technologies Limited to grow in a wider field of business. Optimal utilization of resources and better management and administration. And reduction of administrative responsibility, multiplicity of records, legal and regulatory compliances. In order to achieve an optimal equity share capital base, which will commensurate with business activities of Classpack Limited, subsequent to the demerger and merger as stated earlier, it is proposed to reduce the face value of equity shares and reorganize the equity share capital of Classpack Limited prior to the said demerger and merger. The proposed restructuring is in the interest of shareholders, creditors, employees, and other stakeholders. I now request Anshu Agarwal, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, to appraise the shareholders regarding e-voting facility. Anshu.
Thank you, sir. Dear shareholders, good morning. Remote e-voting facility was provided to the shareholders to cast their votes from February 2nd to February 5th. Facility for e-voting electronically at this meeting is already open for those shareholders who have not cast their votes through remote e-voting. The Honorable Tribunal has appointed Ms. Hetal Shah, partner of Messrs. Nilesh Shah and Associates, practicing company secretaries, as scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner and for giving a scrutinizer's report on e-voting. Ms. Hetal Shah, scrutinizer, is present at this meeting and I request her to oversee the conduct of e-voting at the meeting. Since the resolution mentioned in the notice convening this meeting has already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there is no need to propose and second the resolution. I thank you. I now request the chairperson to please continue with the proceedings.
Thank you, Anshu. The resolution set out in the notice is for considering and approving the proposed composite scheme of arrangement amongst Borosil Limited and Classpack Limited and Borosil Technologies Limited and their respective shareholders and creditors. The objective and implications of the resolutions are as provided in the explanatory statement of the notice of the request of the meeting. We request you to cast your vote on the resolution. The company had provided the facility to shareholders to register themselves as speakers who would like to express their views, ask questions during the meeting. 7 equity shareholders have registered themselves to speak at the meeting. Company's senior management will address these queries after all questions are raised by the speakers. The shareholders are requested to restrict their speech to 3 minutes for smooth conduct of the meeting. May I now request Mr. Satish Jayantilal Shah to express his views. Satish,
Mr. Satish Shah.
is it there?
Just wait for a minute.
Lekar Shah.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2. She has raised the hand.
Meanwhile, we can check. Meanwhile,
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you identify yourself?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good morning to all of you. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I'm very much thankful to our company secretarial team, especially Chaitanya Bhai, for sending me the EGM notice well in time. So I am very grateful to Chaitanya Bhai. Today's meeting, I believe any decision taken by Chairman Sir will be good for shareholders. Sir, I would like to ask few questions. My first question is, has there been any impact of COVID second wave on the company operation? My second question is, what is the total number of employees and how many women employees working in our company? Chairman Sir, मीटिंग का पहला कंपनी सेक्रेटरी का साइड से हमें कोई भी रेस्पॉन्स नहीं आया है. मैंने ये ईजीएम नोटिस भी भेजने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया था, उसने नहीं भेजा. और ये मीटिंग का बाद में सभी कंपनी से कंपनी सेक्रेटरी हमें कॉल कर रहे हैं मीटिंग अटेंड करने का, आपको ईजीएम नोटिस मिला है, कोई भी रेस्पॉन्स नहीं मिला. कल मुझे चैतन्या जी का फोन आया था, उसके लिए खास मैं उसको धन्यवाद बोलती हूँ. उसका कंपनी सेक्रेटरी का बोलना मुझे मीटिंग का बाद में जरा कॉन्टेक्ट करे. So, I strongly support the special resolutions for today's meeting and my best wishes, always our company and its prosperity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Lekhaji, and I will express your concern to the company secretary, and I'm sure she will get in touch with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Lekha ma'am, you can. Sorry,
Is it Satish Shah? Is Satish Shah present?
नहीं सर, मिस्टर सतीश मोबाइल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है सर.
ठीक है.
You can go the next speaker.
ठीक है, very good. Thank you, Lekhaji. I
Yes.
now request Prakashini Ganesh Shanoy to Ganesh, are you there?
So the person with the said name is not connected in this.
Is not yet connected, so we can move on to the next speaker. I now request Sri Pal Singh Monath to express his view. Pal Singh ji, are you there? Pal Singh ji, I can see you there. Sri Pal Singh ji, number 4.
Shipal sir, can you unmute yourself? We have given you the permission.
Are you listen me?
Yeah, मैं सुनाई दे रहा है. Yes, please, I can listen to you.
मैं श्रीपाल सिंह मनोहर गुरुग्राम हरियाणा से बोल रहा हूँ. आप
जी।
सबको सादर प्रणाम, सादर नमस्कार. आदरणीय चेयरमैन साहब, आपके डायरेक्शन में कंपनी निरंतर प्रगति के पथ पर अग्रसर है। इसके लिए मैं आपको और आपके पूरे बोर्ड को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। आप भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना मेक इन इंडिया बनाने में बड़ा योगदान कर रहे हैं। आज के प्रस्तावित सभी प्रस्ताव का मैं पूर्ण समर्थन करता हूं। भारत नया भारत बन रहा है। आने वाले सालों में डिमांड बढ़ेगी। इसके लिए आपकी कितनी तैयारी है, विस्तार से बताएं तथा पूंजी की व्यवस्था कैसे करेंगे। राजस्थान में कहावत है, मांगन मिले ना भीख, बिन मांगे मोती मिले। आपने इस कहावत को फलीभूत किया है। इसके लिए मैं आप सबका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। शेयर होल्डर को इतना दिया कि अभी मांगने की आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ी है। डी मर्जर के बाद दोनों कंपनियों के विस्तार की योजना बताएं। R&D एंड सब्सिडरी कंपनी का फ्यूचर प्लान क्या है। घर घर तिरंगा, घर घर बोरोशील। आपके CFO साहब और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहिबा बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। समय पर नोटिस मिल गया है। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहिबा ने अपना अमूल्य समय निकालकर हमारा मार्गदर्शन किया है। इसके लिए भी मैं उनका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। भारत की आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के शुभ अवसर पर आप अगर फैक्ट्री विजिट की व्यवस्था करेंगे तो सोने में सुहागा होगा और आपके अच्छे शासन व प्रशासन व्यवस्था देखकर एक नया अनुभव होगा। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Ji, Balsang Ji, for supporting. May I now request Mr. Vasudeva Ramaswamy to express his views?
मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दो। मैं हटा दूँ अपनी वाली बैकग्राउंड में बात हटा दूँ। उसने ना मुझे कर दो व्हाट्सएप।
Vasudeva Ji is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये तो बोल दे। वो देख यार, म्यूट भी नहीं करा मैं। अरे भाई म्यूट कर देता तो बहुत सही था। आवाज तो जाने की आपकी। अरे म्यूट कर देता।
Hello.
Vasudeva Ji, we can hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Handa, Mr. Pradeep Karuka, Mr. Shrivar Karuka ji, and all other directors and the management team, and my professional colleague Anshu Agarwal ji. A very good morning to all of you. I would like to congratulate Pradeep Karuka sir and the management team for the bold step taken to demerge the scientific and industrial product division of the company. See, having said that, since there will be 3 listed companies in the group, how the senior management time is proposed to be utilized for all the companies in general, and in particular, how promoters are planning to give their attention to the new company as well. Further, if we see the history of our group, initially we were stalwart in the field of glassware products. The major product of glassware is end user is the scientific units, and we were now still we continue to be stalwart in the glassware product. We expect the new baby will be nurtured by the promoters to the level of the expectation of the stakeholders, and it will be a new jewel in the group. Again, accolades to the secretarial and finance team for a well-crafted scheme. So congratulations Anshuji and all the best to you for your future, process of getting the company demerged and the listing, etc., etc. If the timeline for completion of the legal and technical formalities and the demerger and the expected date of listing of the shares of the Borosil Scientific Limited may kindly be indicated. Thanks for the opportunity to speak and all the best to the management team. Thank you, Mr. Keval Handa.
Thank you, Ji, Vasudeva Ji, and really appreciate your support to the resolutions and very valid questions you have asked, which I will ask the management to respond. May I now request Mr. Naveen Botra to express his views?
Yeah, I'm Naveen Botra. Pleasure attending the 12th, attending the Scott convened meeting from Delhi. I am a long-term shareholder since the last 6 and 7 years. First of all, I would like to congratulate the management team led by our agile chairman Pradeep Kheruka sir, our VC and MD Shrivarji, and other esteemed board members and management team for drafting the further simplification of the business through this composite scheme of demerger and of the scientific and industrial products division. As has been the case for the last 6-7 years, as myself being shareholder along with my family and friends, Borosil Group has turned out to be a good, huge wealth creator for all the long-term shareholders. We do wish and that this wealth creation journey through growth-led growth-led business model of our company continues in the future also. I have just to make one point which I raised in the AGM also. For the benefit of all the shareholders, I would like to request the chairman of the meeting or Pradeep Kheruka sir to kindly let us know who will be the owner of brand Borosil, because now we will be having three listed companies apart from our consumer division, scientific, and as well as renewable also. So it will be quite useful if you can let us know who will be the ultimate owner of brand Borosil, and the usage of Borosil brand by other companies, how it will be treated. Uh, Kindly clarify. And I hope that this scheme of demerger into two separate listed entities will further provide greater focus and thus create further value for all the stakeholders of Borosil Limited as well as Borosil Scientific also. I wish the management team all the very best in its vision to be the most customer-centric company in India. I have already voted in favor of the resolution, and thank you very much for providing me the opportunity to express my view. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Navinji, for being invested for so long and being partner with us uh, uh, um, and supporting the resolutions. Now I will now move to the last speaker, Vasudha Vikas Dakwe, to express the views.
Hello,
Yes,
Chairman sir.
Vasudha, we can hear you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good morning, respected Chairman sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow shareholders. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. I would like to congrats Mr. Chaitanya for giving me information of how to join the meeting in advance, 2 days before. Secondly, I would like to ask what is the impact of our complaints registered in the court on page number 222 and page number 226. Please highlight what is the impact on this after this merger and demerger case. With this, I support all the resolution. Thank you very much and wish the company all the best for coming financial years. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Vasudha ji, and I would like to thank all the speakers for taking that time out and coming and expressing their views and supporting the resolution. I would also like to thank all those who are also participating in this proceedings. Now I request Shrivar, our Managing Director and CEO, to kindly reply to some of the questions raised by the speakers.
So can I reply on timelines before and then Shivaji
Yeah.
can start?
Okay.
Okay. So one of the shareholders wanted to know about the timelines for the implementation of this scheme. So after this meeting, we will soon file the petition with the NCLT, and depending upon the when it gets admitted with the NCLT for date of hearing and final hearing and so on. But tentatively, what we feel with the way the timelines are, that by May end we should be able to complete the scheme, and thereafter a month or so for listing of class pack. This is the plan as of now that we should be able to achieve.
Yeah, obviously it will depend upon the court proceedings and all that.
etc. But tentatively, what we feel it to be.
Okay, thank you, Ashu. Thank you very much.
Secondly,
Sorry.
sir, on
Yeah.
brand also just wanted to reply to Mr. Naveen ji. Naveen ji, so Borosil brand will continue to be owned by Borosil Limited. The scheme also provides that Glasspack Limited, which will be renamed as Borosil Scientific Limited, so Borosil Limited will share the brand with Borosil Scientific, and the board of directors of both the companies provide for the tenure, and they will not charge any fees for that. That was also scheme clearly provides.
Thank you, Ashu. Thank you very much. And now may I request Shivar to kindly respond to some of these questions and views expressed by the speakers. Shivar?
Yes, thank you, thank you, Chairman. I trust you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
The number of employees of Borosil are roughly 750 full-time employees, and out of this, there are 56 women at the moment. There was a question on demand increase, and on that front, we see, and how we are dealing with the same. Our company has done a capex or is in the process of doing a capex of more than 500 crores across our business units. And this includes both consumer and scientific. And this includes setting up two furnaces, OG2, Opal Glass 2, as well as Borosil Glass 1 in Jaipur, which has already been announced. In fact, OG2 is already fired and commercial production has been achieved. The borosilicate glass furnace will be started in the next few months. We have also invested money on the scientific side. We are investing in expanding our vials and ampules capacity, as well as expanding our product range in scientific, including areas such as process systems, instrumentation, increasing our exports, and we are on the back end. All of the let's say the production requirements for the same we are investing in at our existing plants, both in Nasik, in Pune, as well as in Bharuch. As far as funding is concerned, we started with a significant amount of cash on the books, which we are using. And at the peak, I think our debt will have to go into about 200 crores of overall debt. We have also had a question on how the senior management is bifurcated. Actually, this point is something that we've been operating our company in three different businesses for the longest time now, as far as renewables, as far as limited, meaning scientific and consumer are concerned. So frankly, there will not be much change in the way we, as management or promoters, run the businesses. We have excellent teams, including business heads, including plant heads, and marketing and sales heads who are running the show across the three businesses, and they will continue exactly the same. The structure simply reflects what we have been doing for a long period of time, or rather, the new proposed structure reflects what we've been doing for a long period of time. So I don't feel there's going to be much change in the way we manage the business. All three businesses will be babies of the group, and therefore all three will get the requisite care and attention which they have been getting for some time. So I believe those were most of the questions that I've been able to address. Really thank you all for participating in this meeting and asking your valuable questions. And I hope that we can continue our growth journey. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Shiva, for responding. And I'm sure the Lekaji had asked that question. I'm sure the COVID is behind us now, and we are looking for really growth, as Shiva pointed out, by enhancing the capacities. There's one question which Vasudha raised on the implications of the case on page 222 and page 226. May I request Vibhava to respond to that?
Yeah, good morning. This is Vibhava. I am the Group General Counsel of Borosil. The cases which are disclosed at the relevant pages 221 to 226 are in the normal course of business and are not at all material or have an impact on the company as well.
Thank you, Vibhava. I think that almost covers the responses that was required on some of the issues raised by the shareholders. So I once again like to thank the shareholders for participating and really asking very valid questions. The e-voting results, along with the consolidated scrutinizers report, will be placed on the website of the company, on the stock exchange's website, and also on the website of National Securities Deposit Limited. I would like to once again thank all the shareholders for attending this meeting. E-voting is in progress for the next 15 minutes. Accordingly, all shareholders who are yet to vote may cast their vote during the next 15 minutes, after which this meeting will stand concluded. So thank you very much for giving your valuable time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.